All right, can you hear stuff now? All right, cool. I must have clicked on mute. That is my bad. All right, sweet. Thank you very much. First 5 minutes of this video is just going to be soundless. All right. How have you been, by the way, Aiden? I hope you're going good. All right, so we just found a quick bug. We can potentially fix it today. This is a major one because it deals with permissions. Maybe even critical. I've been doing good other than getting rejected by AWS. Yeah, I heard about that. I do believe it also happened to me. Like, I got rejected first, and then I kept explaining, no, the emails are only sent out when the user specifically sends them out. So, for example, password reset and stuff like that. They might just reject outright straight away, and then when you try again, they'll delve deeper. I'm not sure. Because the thing is, I literally copied and pasted stuff which I said in the previous thing, and then they just accepted it the second time. This would be a bug. This is submitted. This is assigned to me and requirements. Not requirement items, sorry, requirements. And then we hit create. So I'm just closing all these tabs, Jesus. All right. Close. All right. So that's there at the moment. So we've got a small little bug, but today what we want to do is we want to have that search functionality. And I've just got to figure out where I should put it. Should I keyword search and put it there? Going to apply again at some point, but I think I'm going to switch Discord auth. Okay, fair enough. Now with this, where do we want to put the search? We can have object up here, object and key selectors. Or I can have it down here. I'm leaning on putting both in here. So this is the new requirement link wizard. So this will be part of the source, the JavaScript source, components. This would be part of, I'm a bit iffy about this song. Modules. New requirement link wizard. All right. Oh, sorry. You know, I'm just having a think. Because I really rarely have a, like if we go in here, everything's over here and then like so. So you got instructions on the left and like that. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to find an example where I don't do that. It's much like this. So I'll have something like this. So it'll be form group. So I need a form group with label and, okay, cool. It makes a bit more, I think, since people using the thing will probably have a Discord. Oh, okay, yep. Okay. Div class equals form group. And then what we want is a simple label in here, and then this label will be object selection. Clean that up. Now, I don't know why we have the... Where's the if? All right. There's the instructions. We've got a div statement here with a v else, and I can't find the if statement. Okay, we see them up there. Oh, down there. Oh, if is searching. Oh, okay. All right. We're going to have to move this, but that is perfectly fine. So what's happening there? I'm just going to undo everything what I've done, just so I show what's actually going on. So when someone actually clicks on this, you'll notice that it is searching. There's a big flash and all that kind of fun stuff. I really should just disable stuff as it's searching. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try something different. Cool. And then I am going to add in a div class equals a form group here. All right, I'm going to move this up. Gonna end the div. All right, and then I'm gonna add in alert notifying user of searching. And that should be fine. So what will happen is if we let that reload, and let's really throttle this. Let's go good 2G. Okay, create. If they click on this, it'll go searching and so forth like that. But let's put that bad regular 2G. Oh, it doesn't look good there. Oh, it's going to take forever. No throttling. I don't like it. It's moving everything around. That's fine. These things happen. So down here, that's when this shows up. And the problem is it doesn't say anything in here. Oh, bottom started appearing. All right. Sorry, I'm just tossing up whether or not thing is, it keeps popping in and out and so forth like that. It's just yeah. I mean, what I could potentially do is position a searching right there, and then everything just disappears, but not have it appear unless, you know, it is searching. In which case, you'd have something like this in here, but you've got to make sure that the object model does not equal null. Does not equal, yeah, null. That's fine. Anyway, we've got rid of that. Up here, so we've got the form group. Now we want to put in the label. We want to go object selection. All right. Div class equals form group. Label is search terms. And then this will be a simple input field. So forth like that. So we like one of these. Just an input. Done. Put ID equals search terms. Model equals search terms. Type equals text. Oh, do I need much for this? No. Like so. All right. So there is no model search term, so we've got to quickly add that in before this complains. So we've got props, we've got data. Search terms model, and that should be also this should be up here. There we go. Cool, getting that in. All right. Let's just look at what that looks like. All right. Class list. Good morning. The stream's going well, thank you very much. How are you? Literally perfect. I hope you're going well. Class list in this element. So I've typed something wrong. And I haven't ended that div statement. All right. So that was probably it. I just forgot the div. Okay, wait a few seconds. Let this compile. We have no console errors. Down here should be fine. We've got a create new link. And then we've got this working. Cool. I've just got to then organize this so this looks a lot better than that. So we want to give a little bit of space. Solid. Things are going well on my end. Are you familiar with Python? Today's my first day teaching myself. I'm yes. I am quite a bit familiar with Python. So what I'm building on is, the project I've got is called NearBeach. It is using the Django framework, which is built off Python. However, the front end, I've decided to use VueJS. So that's currently what I'm doing right now. But yes, I am familiar with Python, but it depends what area of Python you're talking about. If it's pandas, I know very little. If it's something like Django, I know a bit. If it's automating stuff with Selenium, I used to do that at my job to actually make it more efficient. So yeah, I do hope you enjoy Python. Okay, so now that that is done, let's start adding in the classes for this. So for many of the objects in here, you'll notice that this has the class form control. Form group, not form control there. So we need form control and then form group. Oh yeah, I got that right. It's a very similar Py question, I think. But I think, are you saying that you can get two different languages for the front end and back end? In this sort of case, a lot of web applications might use different languages for the front end and for the back end and for the API. That's rather common nowadays. So, for example, there's quite a lot of JavaScript frameworks which you can deploy using, because they're just static files, you can deploy using CDNs. In which case you would write them in like Angular, VueJS, React, and so forth like that. So you'll build up the front end. And then you might have something that serves your initial page itself, which could be static, or it could be from a CDN. And then you might have an API, which is where all the data is sort of requested from. So yes. Yeah. In this sort of case, I'm using Django as a hybrid. So Django, the main reason why is because I've custom built all of my permissions in there. Django has a couple of inbuilt features. So for example, how to handle logging in and so forth like that. And what I've done is I've got Django to render out the basic template for each object. And then once you're inside the object, everything you do inside that object. So for example, let's say you're inside project information. So project is the object. Project information, if you start moving around inside that project information page, you'll load up data and you'll manipulate that data, and it actually sends it to the back end, which is kind of like I've almost got an API connection. It kind of is, kind of isn't. To actually do all the CRUD. So yeah, day one researching. Yeah, that's all good. The good thing is you're researching. So yes. All right. Form control. So that should. Now, if we hit this, we should actually see a change. So all this front-end stuff, when I'm clicking on this and finding this data and so forth like that, that's not doing a page load. What actually happens, and we can see this in the network tab. So if I just remove this, and let's say I change it to task, you'll see it actually makes a request. It doesn't reload the page. That request itself hits my Django, and the Django gets that data for me and sends it back, and then I manipulate that data on the front end. So the languages aren't directly working with each other, but the data is being transferred between the two. Yeah. You're deviating from your original question. Yes, what is your original question? So it's a very simple Py question, I think, but are you saying you can use two different languages for front end and back end? Was that the question? In this sort of... I haven't asked. Okay, good. So yeah, today I'm adding in this search sort of bar in here. I'm just wondering if I should cut that short or even flip it, put it up the, oh no, I need both of these. So yeah, they've got to answer that and that. Okay. Messing around with Visual Code Studio, and I'm curious about inputs. What do you mean inputs? Not sure. We do actually have a Discord. Oh, cafe. I don't have it. Ah, okay. On Python. All right, cool. Yep. All right, so going with this. Sorry, I've got to also at the same time think about the UI and UX with this. Now that I think about this, it might be best to actually put this down here. Not going to be a problem. So I just feel like it's not working up there. Loading placeholder. We'll do this table containing. All right. Search results. Okay, and that's pretty simple. And then what we're going to do is on a v-on change equals search terms. And then down here, we're just going to have search terms. It's going to be a simple function. We're not going to input anything into it because we can actually grab it from the data structure. So we're just going to think about this. But before we do anything drastic, let's save. Let's see if it's good. Python, I've successfully run some code lines with name equals input. What's your name? Okay, yep. Okay, so those type of inputs. That in theory should work. All right, give me 2 seconds. I've actually got to set up a terminal screen. So you get to see some of the magic happen, like how I set up my computer. Because I've got a widescreen, what I actually do is a little tiny slither of the widescreen is actually my chat window. And I do that with all desktops. Yep, it worked. That should work. Yep. I'm trying to lead into my... Oh, okay. Yep. In the meantime, what I'll do is boot.python 3. Do I have... Oh, I've got 310. Okay. All right, let's make sure that this now works. How we want it to look. So that's working. We don't want search terms to appear just yet. We want it to appear here, and we want a gap. Okay, yep. And then what I'll do is I can copy and paste it. Okay, cool. So search terms. Oh, let's scroll up. I'm gonna cheat. I'm just gonna copy that. Oh, wait, I checked using Vim. All right. And then we just need a simple break. Okay, put in a nickname, input, what's your nickname, print, hey, their nickname, age, input, I also want to know how old you were. Okay, print, oh wow, I didn't realize age, print, that's insane, nickname, now your age, you'll be starting high school soon. I'll do them in separate, no, that's fine, I can tell where they break. Nickname equals, yep. Okay, where am I? I'm... Okay, let's vim test.py. Okay. Okay, cool. I'll just wait till you finish the questions, so I'll quickly test this. All right. I need to get a new mouse pad soon. Okay, nothing is showing. Project, perfect. All right. In the last line, is it possible to do an input where I can ask what sport they want to play in the same line? In the last line, is it possible to do an input where... Okay. Let's get your last line. Okay. The answer is yes. So I'm gonna cheat. Nickname equals Luke. Age equals 35 because I'm an old person now. So currently you've got it like this. All fine and dandy. All I'm gonna do is press the wrong key binding. Is I'm gonna do the same thing. So sport equals input. You should be able to use that. Insane. I can never spell insane right. No type. Super old. Age. The vowels. You'll be starting high school soon. What sport are you going to join? Yep, double quotes, only single quotes along the line. Yep, cool. So it should be as simple as that. So Python, what's a really cartwheeling? And done. Yeah. And then let's just edit it to make sure that that all worked perfectly fine and I am not insane. So let's just print this off. Print, so we got an F sort of thing. Oops. Wow. That sport is an actual sport. Oh. Cartwheeling. So yeah. One thing you will notice how there's no space between these two. What you could do is, there's a little cheat, is you can always add in a space like that. So yeah, simple, easy. Why the three? That started off as a typo and I just went with it. There's no reason why I did the three crocodiles. So yeah, no reason at all. Just hit the wrong key and I went with it. So yeah, hopefully that helps. All right, getting back to this. Oh, that's okay. That is perfectly fine. I'm glad I helped you out. So yeah. All right, so we've got this, we've got this. All right, so the idea is what we want to do is we just want to add in a filter in here. Now, the good thing is we can actually do this sneaky. So we could do this in page without actually having to send the data over to the server and back to get a refined answer. Mainly because this particular query should send back just projects that are open or tasks that are open. And in theory, objects that I have access to it. And I don't actually have access to no one can access. So if we actually connect that one in, and I try opening it up, I've got access denied. Okay. Can you get me some water, please? Milo? Oh no, he's gone upstairs. Sorry. Okay. So I'm just going to delete that. So, in this sort of case, what we want to do is we want to search terms. So I'm just thinking at the moment how I would do this. So what we've got, do you normally stream around these hours? Yes, I do have, just give me 2 seconds. Oh, it's gonna hopefully not do the thing where I do have somewhere over here the, my times. I was not going to show because I'm currently running, but my page should actually show what times I'm running. So I'm in Australia at the moment. It's 4:30 a.m. Jesus. All right. Wow. 3 a.m. All right. Yep. So I usually start at this time and I will be finishing in about 2 hours. So yeah, I work second shift. Fair enough. So yes, and I work my Monday, my Wednesday, and my Friday, which if you're in the Americans, that would be essentially Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Yeah. I've got a schedule on Twitch, which I do keep up to date. So. Okay, so going in here, what I have is I can jump into the view to see the data, the view panel, and I can't zoom in. I am terribly sorry, so I'll read this out for everyone. So under the parent module, we've got the requirement links module, which if we click on it, oh no, I actually want to create new link module, this, and then I want to actually get new project. So there we go. That's the data we want. So go down, we've got the new requirement wizard component. And in here, we've got the object results. So that's just data from the database. So what we could actually do is we could have object filtered results, which when you select this, we should clear out the search terms and have this show up, and then instantly just shove data in here. So, gotta think about this, because object results, depending on the object, depends on what we're looking at. Okay. There you go, buddy. Okay. So I really want to filter by task short descriptions. But if I change this to project, I really want to filter by project name. Now, this is where we will open up a console. I wish they would fix this bug. I can't zoom into the consoles anymore. So, if we have true or undefined, it'll always be true. And the reason why I'm picking undefined is because if I have an object, let's say A equals a apple and B banana. Actually, I'm gonna call this let a for object, just so no one gets confused by the fact that I've said a. And we've got a obj dot apple. We should a we should get apple, but if we go a ob dot c, we'll get a ob dot c. Sorry, just stop typing things out. No, bad autofill. This is why I hate autofill. All right. And undefined, it will be undefined. But if we use, without having an if statement, we can use an or statement. So if, let's say one side is true and the other side is undefined, it will be true. This will make sense very shortly. So, and now I've lost my chat in here. Sorry about this. All right, zoom that over there. Cool. Zoom that over here. Just closing these tabs. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at this. So the idea is if I key in the search term access, what we want this to do is essentially search for that particular key search term within this project description, or potentially, if it's tasks, the task description. Now we could use an if statement to determine which, if we're in a project or a task, or like I stated, we could just use math and be like, hey, listen, if it's in this or this, we've got true. Great news. And then what we should be able to do is from that particular component, we could, if it's true, we keep it in. If it's false, we remove it. So we can just apply a simple filter. And what we'll actually do is with the search terms, let's just keep it simple for the moment. Let's actually have it if there's, we won't delimit them or split them up due to spaces. So, yeah. So, what we need to do is create a new data set. So, object filtered results, which is going to be the exact same. No questions asked whatsoever. And are you staying, Socks, or are you going? All right. So there is something we've got to do. So object model. All right. Tell the user we're no longer searching. Clear the search result. Search term results. So this dot search term modal equals nothing. We need to add a watch on that, so when someone types something in, it starts filtering. So element OP, QRS, oh, yep, it'll be after here. Link modal. All right. So search terms so function. This is where we're only going to do the only if statement. So if this dot search term modals equals should be triple, or this dot search models equals null, and then we just go this dot object filtered results equals this dot object results. Simple as that. Why don't you like this? Oh, it's because you're expecting this. Sorry. The joys of actually knowing multiple different languages is sometimes you mess up like this, where you just forget to do something in a specific language. But that's fine. All right. I have one more question. If in the printed statement, is it possible to change whether the var has an uppercase or a lowercase first letter based on whether it is the start sentence versus the middle? Like if the user typed in a football with a lowercase letter, but the printed statement football was at the start. Yes, so you're dealing with cases. String cases. Oh no. The specific. Yes, you can. The thing is, I have a terrible memory when it comes to these things' names. Okay, string case. Sentence case. All right. Is it just capitalize? All right, let's go. Let's jump into our Python. Let's go Python 3. Yeah. So let's go A equals, this is a lowercase sentence. And then you go A dot capitalize. And there you go. That's how you do it in sentence case. There's other different cases. So for example, Python camel case. I don't know, not camel case. No, I'm not thinking camel case. I'm trying to think where you capitalize the first letter of each word. First letter of each word. I know there's a thing for this. So yeah, there's different sort of cases and stuff like that. In this sort of case, how they do it is I don't know why my mouse isn't letting me do that, considering, remember when my mouse used to always do it all the time? The cat and the dog. So what's actually happening here is they're trying to capitalize each word. So the new dot join word upper. Okay, that's a really complicated string right there. What they're actually doing to this is they're splitting the word. So they're splitting the word. This is, you got to read this line backwards. And then for every single word in that split, what they're doing is they're just capitalizing the first one, but you could just use the capitalized function. All right, let's grab this. I think I can try and write it better. So we've got the S. Let's do new S again equals. I don't know why they have it like that. So join. And that should be word.capitalize for word in s.split by space. And there we go. So they've overcomplicated it. That can be simplified again. So for example, we're declaring the S up here. We're just reusing that S. So what we want to do is for word in s.split. I should actually show you what s.split is. S.split. Okay, it just gives you an array of all the words. It just splits it up. So when you do for word in s.split, so a for loop will go through each one at a time. And then all we're doing is, I forgot to declare a variable out of this, so I'm just going to go print nothing at the moment and scrap that. So I should have done new s equals blank, and then done this, and then done new s dot, ooh. Sorry, once again, multiple languages, and you always keep forgetting the simple stuff. But this is why you have Googles. And then you just go new s plus word dot capitalized. So capitalize. And then you got new s. Oh, forgot to add the space. So what would actually happen here is I should have gone like so, and that's my bad. So this points me in the right direction. That's fine. I've just been doing this for years. Happy to pass on my knowledge. So yeah, that's one reason why I'm streaming. Hopefully someone who comes in wanting Django knowledge or Vue knowledge is like, oh, okay, that's how I do things. Okay, if search term model. I'm going to actually change search terms model to singular just because I have a general rule around singular and plurals in programming. It's down to the simple fact that I don't want to spend time thinking, is that going to be plural? Is that going to be singular? When I just make it all singular. And that's it. I mean, you might have a rule being like, no, these are all plurals. So yeah, that's fine. And hello, Nocturnal. How are you? I hope you're going well. All right, if search term modal is not empty, just return all results. So yeah, I can't complain. So I am, today's mission is to do this, where I add in a little search terms for this, because this does get very long. And the idea is someone can search on this and tick the thing and then remove the search and it'll still keep that tick. So this is going to be very local. It won't send the data out to get the data in and so forth like that. All right. I'm just wondering, this. Oh, wait. Object model, the function changes. It gets search term modals. I'm hoping this triggers this. Otherwise, if it doesn't, I'm going to have to move it into a function. So, yeah. Oh, yes, congratulations. Yeah, you've been here quite often. I was like, you know what? You need a promotion. Congratulations. So, yes. I will give you some free socks treats. Got them. Oh, sweet. It's just a treat bag. So I pulled it out of the box really fast, and Socks is like, oh god, what is that? Alright, thanks. Wait, here you go, Max. There's 2. Alright, hang on, Socks. Hang on. It's coming. Okay, there is Socks. Just make that. There we go. Okay, 2 have fallen off, so she'll hopefully stay there. I'm just going to quickly grab some water. I'm getting really thirsty. I'll be right back. Oh, you didn't stay in your bed. Alright. Alright, I'm back. Oh, wait. Are you going back in your bed? Okay, good girl. And hello, literally perfect. Sorry, what am I? Thank you very much, literally perfect, for gifting the sub. Thank you very much. It is greatly appreciated. All money which is sort of gathered through this actually goes towards NearBeach itself. So yes, thank you very much. Oops. Sorry, Socks doesn't know what she wants to do, going in bed or not. Alright. Sorry, Socks, you're in the way. Okay, cool. So, I need to also fix my alerts. Which I should do tonight, if I've got time. Alright. Okay, so if it's empty, do this. Alright, cool. Update the filters by checking to see if there is the string matches. Okay, cool. This is actually a bit on my JavaScript string within strings. Very June-esque. String contains string. Includes. Search string, optional. Okay, that's pretty simple. Hello world dot contains, includes, sorry. Includes nothing. P, false. World, true. False. Sweet, this is going to be really easy. Anyway, good night. I literally, just wait. I said it, but good night, literally perfect. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm terrible with names at times. Literally perfect. Thank you very much. I hope to see you around. So yes. And thank you very much once again for the gifted sub. So yeah, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Alright. So it includes. So what we want is this.object filtered results equals this.object results.filter where we want to return. Now, just wait. If something's undefined, will we run into any issues with this? Okay, cool. Let's have a look. All right, so let's go A equals blab. B is undefined. B dot includes, because B is undefined, yep. So A dot includes All right, that's putting a spanner in my works. Okay, so what's happening here is I can't use the includes on the B because it's undefined. Because there is no property, it needs to be a string. Sorry, I'm just having a quick think. Because I really don't want to use an if statement to wiggle in between the two different fields. But what can I... Just wait, I'm going to continue with this. So B or B dot includes B. So it's still true. It's still it still validates. But I don't know if that's the correct thing to do in this sort of case. Okay, JavaScript turn undefined into blank string. Is there an easy way? How to replace undefined with an empty string? Is there an easy way to do it without an if statement? And hello, QT Gina. How are you today? I hope you're going well. I am just seeing if this is probably one of the... There needs to be context behind this. So essentially, I've got the ability to search two different objects of NearBeach. But the fields inside those objects, the field names, are different between the two. Just got paged. Fair enough. So the idea is I'm trying to figure out a way without having too many if statements to be like, hey, I just need to make sure this string is either in this or this. So the good thing is if true or false, it's fine. True or undefined is true. True is gonna, true or false is gonna be true. True or undefined is gonna be true. False or undefined is gonna be undefined. Oh, that's not gonna work then. All right, I'm gonna have to if statement this. That's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a const task task description. I'm going to have it keep it in this sort of case because it is a very local thing. It's just one of my things I do. All right. So that will be row.filters dot Okay. New requirement wizard, task. Why isn't this updating? Alright, we'll just do this too. I built a POC in React this weekend. Forgot how annoying JavaScript can be. Yep. It's just the little tiny things that can be annoying at times. Screw it. I'm just going to kick this project and task. In this sort of case, shorter variables will be fine. Talking about annoying things, copying and pasting. Swear to you, I select that and I hit copy. I'm right-hand clicking and copying now. Thank you. And this one will be task short description. Okay. Get both project and task descriptions. Okay. Obtain the description that is not undefined. So what we want is let description equal a blank string if project does not equal undefined, then description equals project. Actually, this is going to be even better. Task. And that way, what this does is it automatically assigns it to description to task. If it's undefined, that doesn't matter because the project will be undefined, will not be undefined, and it'll override it. And now what we need to do is we need to see if the search term is included within the description. Okay. And then it will be this dot search term model. All right. Now I am doing a find and replace for that search terms model. I am just going to no, no, don't need that. Sorry, just removing all the plurals. All right, back. Okay, cool. Not fun getting pages after hours. Fair enough. I get calls all the time, so know how it feels. A lot of the times I'm like, I'm listening to someone and then I got a call on Teams. I'm like, I've just got to mute them. Okay, so what am I doing? So I've got the search term model. So I now need to change this for loop up here. Opportunity. We're no longer using opportunities. So we're using tasks and projects. So opportunities was in the old NearBeach sort of thing. It was designed more for leads gathering. And I decided, no, that's probably not the best place to actually put leads gathering in a project management system. It deserves its own sort of CRM type of thing. All right. So we need object filtered results in here and object filtered results there. So let's wait a few seconds. Let's hit reload. Let's make sure that my code works. Okay, requirement links. No, it doesn't. Because it doesn't apply that filter. I'm pretty sure. Got here. Oh, which reminds me, I should actually remove some of the console logs. Accidentally left them in. All right. Cool. All right. That just means it's not getting here. So what we want to do is we want to actually cut all of this out and have it as its own function. Update filtered results function. We don't need anything in there because it references everything. I keep meaning to write a pre-commit hook to stop me from committing debug console logs. Yep. There is more than once one has gotten into my PO. Well, yeah, I put one in the main source of code and did a release, and I'm like, oh well. So I know socks don't eat my cords. I know there are certain, like Webpacker, I think you can install a plugin which will remove all console logs. So I know there are libraries for it, or plugins for your libraries. So yeah. All right, going back down here, what we want to do when this changes, we want to do it and then update filtered results. And essentially this didn't work, so we then go pip and then update filtered results, like so. And that's fine. All right, let's hit console. Failed to resolve component. New requirement link wizard. All right. Okay, I guess my code isn't working. So this dot object filtered results equals this dot object results. fact, I can just do that here. And then I don't need this line of code. And then if I keep that out, oh, sorry, I was thinking of using smedgrep. I've never heard of. Give me 2 seconds. It's on my little tiny chat screen. Supply chain, eh? Are not reachable. Only 2% of the vulnerabilities affect your code base. Fix these first. Oh, okay. Ooh, nice. Because I've been using free up to 20 developers. Ooh, but not the supply chain. I've been using Sneak? Yeah, Sneak. So I've been using this. Oh, just right. Just because I showed my certain details the other day. Alright, I'm logged in. Yeah, I've been using Sneak. Just got to double check that it's still... where are my projects? Ah, without issues. So it's doing NearBeach. I need to remove that one. But yeah, it's doing that. Tested 4 months ago. Yeah, tell me how the smedgrep goes. So that'll be interesting. Because I haven't really heard much back from Sneak. So I don't know what's happening there. Alright, so let's hit refresh. Requirement links. Alright, project. Don't know why this is happening. Failed to resolve component label. Oh, label. It's this one. It's happened again. There it is. All right. So I'll fix up that. That will no longer be a problem. Just got to fix up this. So at the moment, if I type in something like that is fine. So let's delete that. So do that. Let's put this back down here. Because I feel overly complicating this for no apparent reason is not the best solution. Because I can always add both in here, clear this. We know it's not going to hit this, and we'll be fine. smedgrep has a command line tool allowing you to write rules locally, and it just looks for things that match that rule. Oh, fair enough, kind of like grep, but understands code is code, not just text. Neat. Haven't played around. Yeah, it does sound fun. But yeah, tell me how it goes. and then console log got here. I think I'm gonna move to send SendGrid instead of using AWS SES, since it will let me send 100 emails per day for free. Yep, done. Okay, whilst I'm also doing the search, let's go console log. That's not me, right? Okay. I need to get, not the JavaScript components, I need to actually get to the, because these will recompile. The Vue components. All right, cool. No more dealing with that. Yeah. Best error messages though. I'm trying to think if I ever got an error message from it for AWS. It's been way too long. All right. So if we hit reload, go to requirement links, create new link. Let's pick project. And we have an issue. So we got here unhandled error during execution. Location one, class list, list async, uncaught type error, can't access property project description. Row.filters is undefined. All right. So we clearly got past this part. Console log row. All right. Knowing your code. Oh, best error messages. Yeah. Okay. Yep. The whole where I started swearing. I swear to you. Okay, I know that one. But that, I'm pretty sure I didn't put that in. That's part of Axios. I'm sure. Or did I just do it and forget about it? Oh, one way to find out. All right. Well, okay, I did it. I'm pretty sure now that was me. All right, oops. All right, I've just deleted that. And I should have deleted the other one. And let's fix this up. All right, let's hit refresh. Could not assembly. I don't know why I get that error. Don't know why task is no longer appearing, but I am having that proxy issue again, aren't I? All right. JavaScript turn proxy into array. My internet's running fine. I don't think this is it. Nope. All right, that doesn't help. Okay. So what's happening is it's hitting this and being like, hey, this isn't an array. But if we go up here, you notice that, yeah, we've set it as an array. So what I'll do, all right, that should return everything. Just wait a second, just for everything to do its thing. Don't know why this is so slow all of a sudden. All right. Well, it's not good that this is slow. Yeah, it's coming out as a proxy. Ah. Okay, through the filters, .project description not equal undefined. I should. I'm just having. I'm just playing around right now to see why this isn't doing what we want it to. And I don't know why it's taking so long to do stuff at the moment. I'm just hoping I'm not crashing. Is the stream okay? Yeah. Just going to close unnecessary tabs. A bit rate. But it says it's fine over there. All right. Hopefully I'm back properly. Okay. Yeah, it's that whole... meant to be fields. Okay, no errors. Object filtered results was accessed during render, but not defined on instance. That's fine. Okay. Baby steps sometimes. Okay, task. Cool. So coming down here, let's remove this. This.object filtered results equals, and we need to remove that. So description else description equals row.fields.task short description. All right. Get the description from either task or project. Cool. Depending which one's loaded. So that will happen like that. And then what we need to do is return true or false if the string is inside the description. So what we need is, this will be description.includes, and then we need this.search term model. That will give us pretty much the shorthand of that. So not as nice and as looking as that, but okay, now we just wait a second. Create link. So project will appear. All right, and if sweet. Now I notice that all of a sudden, hey, if we do lowercase stuff, it doesn't work. That is fine. What we can actually do is dot to lowercase. And because, actually no, we'll just keep it like that. Actually, we can just do it up here. Done. That way we don't need to do it here. And then, all right, cool. Now we just wait for a few seconds. We hit refresh. I'm just checking my bitrate again. Okay, I should be back fully. I don't know what went wrong before. So my bitrate was a bit weird. And it's been a bit weird again. Huh. Okay. Bit weird, but laptop's a bit hot. Okay, create new link. Perfect. Perfect. And then you should be able to tick this. And then perfect. That is weird that that took so long. Don't have anything else open. Alright. Yeah. Oh well. So the good news is we go to prod.nearbeach. Prod.nearbeach.app. We can find all. We can go to the new features for NearBeach. I will soon be porting this application, which will be good, onto Azure, because I've got to start getting off Azure. So we can now move this one over here. So we've now got that where we can do a simple search in here. So bang, task, and so forth like that. And yeah, I'm happy with that. It's a simple step in the right direction at the moment. What we would potentially do is we can paginate this and do other stuff too. So yeah. All right. This one's actually done. We're happy with that. So we move what we want to do over here. Yeah, she ran up there. Ability to block. Ooh, so we've got RFCs, and we'll probably tackle them next time. Due to the issues I was having, I am probably going to call it. So yeah.